So basically, we have seen this. You have seen this screen, right? Like what I have shared earlier also. So in this meeting, Mr. Santosh also already there in the meeting. So
Okay.
yeah. So both of us we are actually taking
All right.
this meeting. So
Santosh, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
All going good. So how are you?
Great. It's going good.
Yes.
okay. So 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 Usman bhai, you have seen this first screen about there are some 8 parameters. So let's talk about the spare parts parameters. We are actually divided into 8 things. So one is like about the margin, and second thing is the holding days. Third one is how much the dead stock percentage you are holding it, and what is the inventory turnover ratio, and what is the parts to labor ratio, and what is the FTPR, and what is the absorption ratio, and what is the debtors. Its debtors is related to the spare parts related. So that is how. So all this I think you already gone through it. So let's talk about in detail like how the assessment will be taken care. So it is a sample company we have taken to for the meeting purpose and for the explanation. So that it will be like this. The overall assessment score will be a kind of a scorecard where you can able to see there are all the parameters will be mentioned over here, and what is the benchmark in the industry, what is the current rate achieved by the dealer, and we are giving a score out of 5 based on this where the dealership stands and what is the your result. So against to every parameter we are going to give a detailed analysis report and a recommendation how the dealer can achieve those benchmarks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a margin, inventory holding, dead stock, inventory to what ratio is this?
Turnover ratio.
Inventory turnover ratio. Okay.
Yeah. And
Parts
parts to
to
labor
labor.
ratio,
What is
FTPR,
FTPR?
first time pick rate. It is nothing but like example like how many indents you have received from the workshop side, and what is the fulfillment rate from the part side to the workshop. Suppose you have received 100 indents. If you have supplied 95 parts, it is like 95% you have achieved it, and there are 5 parts are pending for getting it from the outside or from to be procured from the company side.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about the detail one by one. How it will be going to what is the how does it measure and why it is important for every each and every parameter. Why we have selected this. Before going for this detailed discussion, what are the data we have we need to develop this assessment report. One is like sales report, which is can be generated from, usually we taken a 12 months data.
We give the sales part
Yeah.
wise 12 months,
Yes.
purchase part wise 12 months, stock part wise
Yes. Yes.
as on date,
Yes. So
parts
data is,
delivery value,
yeah.
parts service efficiency, pending vehicle is due to parts not available. It provides expenses, turnover, service turnover, part master.
So we have already seen this, and let's this one we will talk about later. What is actually why it
Every
is
assessment is providing span and index ordering results tracker.
yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, this part we will discuss after completion of all the parameters, and you will get in we will get into this. So you will be clearly will understand what exactly it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about like what is the use of each and every parameter. So margin, why actually it is needed. So usually every workshop and workshop sale and a counter sale, we need to see that what is the margin the spare parts department is generating it. so that we can push it to the sales advisors or spares advisors to increase their margins. Like usually company provides 20 to 25% margin, but what spares team will do is they will offer a discount, or maybe sometimes by knowingly or unknowingly a wrong part number is entered into the workshop job card. That there are possibilities where the margins are a fluctuation. So end of the month, every end of the month, we need to see that what is the percentage of margin is are generated from the spares part department. So usually there is a benchmark in the industry is 20%. So we need to see that where it is actually stands. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And inventory holding is very important parameter. Usually what happens is the OEMs always focus on the sales department. Like they always push the dealer to increase their vehicle sales rather than after sales. Usually they're very less focus, what I believe. And in that scenario, in the after sales also they will see only the service side, not on the part sides, because parts is not directly interacting to the customers, but service and the sales where the customers are directly interacting it. Right.
Correct.
Yeah. So usually what company will do is they will continuously pressurize the dealer to increase their service efficiency and also increase their retail from the sales side. But rather than they are focusing on the spares part, where actually spares also providing a good margin of 20%. It's not a small margin, but compared to the sales, usually sales fetch only a 5 to 6%, but spares fetches to 20 to 25% margin. So if we focus on the margin side, why don't we can increase the profitability by increase the part sales also. So, so let's talk about like why the inventory holding days is very important. It indicates an average time in the day that company takes to the turn its inventory. It's nothing but like if you are holding a 50 lakhs of stock and if you are generating a 20 lakhs of turnover, so the what total you are holding it a 2.5 month stock, 2.5 month stock, right?
Yeah.
So, can we able to possible to reduce this equivalent to the 1 month stock? But before going to do that, we need to identify how much line items is actually generating a 65% of your turnover. Let's take an example. There are 3,500 line items in a total inventory, and out of 3,500 items, there may be 100 to 150 items which actually generate 65% of your turnover. But very important is which are those 100 to 150 items. As a dealer we should know, rather than like going on completely focusing on generating more turnover on the all the parts. Why don't we focus on those 100 to 150 items which actually contributes as a 65% of your turnover, so that parallelly you can reduce your holding days also. That is also a part of it. So parallelly we need to focus on the debt stock. This is very important. See, as and when the days goes on from the dealer, you always the parts department is always focused on the fresh stock rather than seeing that how much the debt stock is actually accumulating. So very important is the in the overall value of the stock, what is the debt stock should be arrived. It has to be calculated and it has to be arrived what is the value of debt stock I'm holding it, and we should plan for that how it can be liquidated, what is the possibilities and what are the areas where we can fetch out and we can liquidate these kind of a debt stock. So usually the 1 year old stock, more than 1 year old stock is very difficult to liquidate, and it will be a very slow moving. It comes compared to the 6 month stock. So inventory turnover ratio is nothing but like how many times you are turning out your ratio. There's nothing but like indicates the number of times that a dealer's inventory balance was turned out. Like in a year, as a overall for the year, how many sales you have done in compared to the how many stock you are holding and how many times you are using it, the same part. There's nothing but like, so as example like 100 air filters you are consuming in a month, and you are holding 200 in your stock as a air filters. So how many times you are using it? It's a two times you are using or a one time you are using it. That is the how it will be calculated, and it will show the what is the efficiency of the company. It will minimize their investment in the inventory. So regularly we need to check these ratios, like where we can stand in and how we can minimize the cash loss, and which we can be also through the obsolescence and theft and spoilage also we can control on this.
Basically, the number of
Time.
inventory days of a particular item.
There are two things. One is like we will calculating on how many days you are holding it, and second thing is how many times you are turning out. There are two different things. One is like kitne bar you are using it this same inventory, and how many times you are turning out. It's nothing but like generation of turnover from the same inventory. And the other thing is like how many days, like कितने दिन तक आप रख सकते हैं इस स्टॉक को, and how many days you can fetch your sales department, spares department, you can run your show.
You will give the part wise, give the ratio.
Yes, it will be a separate. We can make out like how many times you are generating it for each and every part. You can make out.
Oh.
Yeah. Parts to labor ratio. What exactly it means is, for every indicates that the ratio of workshop parts revenue to retail labor sales. That is, for every amount of retail labor generated, how much parts revenue is also generated. So that nothing but like if you are receiving 1,000 vehicles, and for that against to that, for every 1,000 vehicles, the what is the EPRO? So let's take it an example of 500 is you are charging as a labor, is against to that what is the parts was billed. So for every 1,000 rupees bill, you are if you are charging 500 as a labor and the 500 as parts, it will be like 1:1 ratio, parts to labor ratio you are maintaining it. But as industry standards, it will always be like 1:2, that nothing but like 1,000 rupees of parts and 500 rupees of labor. So we need to check whether we stands under that category or not, and what is the part generation from this labor to parts ratio. And also it will helps that how we can efficiently service advisors are selling these spares. That is also we can come to know from this ratio, right?
The ideal ratio. What's the ideal ratio of parts labor?
Yeah, 1:2. 1:2. Uh, so example, like if you are charging 100 rupees as a labor, 200 should be the parts. So
Okay.
overall bill amount will be 300. Okay, so let's go to the FTPR, first time pick rate ratio. There's nothing but like this is very like very rarely you will find this kind of this tracking system where the all the indent has to be collected and it has to be recorded in a year, in a day, and how many parts are issued against to the all the indents. So very rarely you will find in two wheelers, and like indent methodologies applies. So if we someone as tracks like today how many indents you have received and how many parts against to that issued and what is the pending, so we will come to know like how exactly they are how properly they have maintained the parts in a store. It is nothing but like how the spare parts department is maintaining the parts in the bin. So if usually what happens now, if they are not properly kept in the correct bin or exact locations, they are not able to find that part and they cannot able to supply to the workshop, or fulfillment ratio will drops. So it is actually impacts to the maintenance of the store also. So it is like it is a ratio where you can we can measure your spare stores, the management, how they are maintaining it inside.
Got it.
Yeah,
It's like a
absorb.
fill ratio of a
Yes,
particular.
yeah, it is a fill. See, actually, what will happen now? See, every day there may be a four-person in in a store, and there will be four workshop guys are coming and asking for a parts. Maybe they are already issued the indents, but they are not able to supply in time, because the lot of time they may would have spent on searching the part where they have kept, and they maybe they are not able to make out where exactly it is located also, even from the system. So what will happen is, so because of that, it will be directly or indirectly it will impacts to the delay of the delivery of the vehicle, or maybe sometimes you will lose that customer also, and against to that you will lose the margin or profitability, right? Okay, So let's talk about the absorption ratio. What is it absorption ratio actually is nothing but like what happens. So in a overall dealership there are three generation of areas. One is like sales, second one is service, and third one is parts. From three areas you are generating a income. But what happens, there are some bad times where you will not able to generate a good sales. But whether you can run your show by just running your spares and service where you can fulfill your fixed costs, and how much you can sustain, for how long the dealership can sustain and how much time it will take. So this ratio will give how much the expenses can be covered from your service and spares department, where you no need to wait for your sales to be increases. So clear?
Understood. Mohan.
Yeah.
Understood.
Okay. Great. So the last thing is the debtors holding. So debtors holding is nothing but maybe you have given the spares on a credit terms, but along with that, are the dealership is tracking the debtors and how efficiently your customers are repaying it. Maybe your invoice shows the 15 days credit term, but whether you are really tracking those 15 days, or you are getting it back on in time, or maybe sometimes some customers may be delayed. But as an a whole, if maybe you have 100 customers, but when you see this ratio, you will come to know how good customers you are holding it, or you are getting in your money within the specified time or not. So in these all overall parameters, you will come to know how exactly the spares is running and how efficiently you can generate the good income, along with that maintenance of low inventory, and against to that your inflows increase of your cash, and also you will not be decrease your debt stock also. So come to this, all these parameters, the first step, how you are going to implement. The very important thing is, before going for all this ratio, all we have calculated, we will come to know where we are stands and where we are actually come to the where we stands here. So finally, the point is how we are going to implement this. The very important things, all space, the work will start from the ordering. Very right. So this is the tracker what we have designed it. It will show a current stock status. It's nothing but very simple tracker where the spare guy has to paste the current stock. Second thing is whatever he wants to order it from the OEM. And third thing is what is his previous sales. Maybe he can take an example of 6 months sales. All three things, if he needs to pay immediately, as soon as he pays, it will throws out a two graphs. One is current stock status and current order status. So here I'll explain you.
This thing is going to be a live thing. This thing. Oh, how?
Yes. See, every time as soon as whenever he wants to order it, this is a tool. What we have designed it is nothing but like how many parts are in a safe zone. Like example, with 1 or 2 months of turnover you are generating from these are the items. Okay.
Okay.
There are 5,769 quantities. Value around 12 lakh is in under safe zone. Nothing but your these parts can be sold within 2 months. Every 2 months you are selling it. So no need of worry it actually. Second thing is there are some parts which actually selling in a 4 months once. What is the value of that stock? And there are some parts you are actually holding it. You are selling at 8 months once. These are things. And how many parts which actually already not only sold more than 12 months old. That is nothing but your dead stock. So as soon as when you paste your current stock and past 6 months sales data and future orders, three things, as soon as when you paste it, automatically it throws this report. Against to that, you can show that like the spare parts guy what actually is ordering it before submitting to the OEM. He can make sure that whether I am ordering any dead stock or not. If he has wants to order a dead stock item also, he needs to take an approval, special approval from the dealer principal. So that,
So,
yeah,
oh, So remember, there's an Excel sheet. So you have to upload it sometime regularly. How do you feed the data for this?
No, it is not an Excel actually. It's a some Google sheet actually. It will be accessible from the dealer principal and the spare guy itself. So he can himself he can paste it. Whatever he having any doubt or something, if he throwing wrong error or something, he can contact to us. It's not an issue for us. So then we
So this
can.
data, you will feed this data, or we
No,
have
no.
to.
He himself whenever he wants he can feed it. It is every time it will be open. It is in open condition only.
I understand, Raman, we've done the safe parts, etc.
Mm-hmm.
The parts that we update regularly, what are the safe quantity?
No, actually, what I'll suggest here is suppose weekly once or 15 days once he wants to order it to the Honda people, right? So in that time, what he has to do is as soon as he feed all this ordering data in the DMS, he can download that Excel sheet, and here we will give a separate trackers where he need to paste those data. Two, three things he need to paste. Before submitting it, he just download a stock report from the DMS. Second thing is 6 months sales data. Third thing is the ordering. Whatever he is ordering, he already planned and maybe he speeded those quantities and all no in the DMS. That itself that sheet can be downloaded. So these things he has to paste in this sheet. So as soon as when he pays these three sheets, internally we have given these formulas and it will be calculated and it will give this summary. This is the
No,
summary report.
I have a similar sheet in place.
Sorry.
I have a similar Excel file in place. No problem. Continue.
Ha ha ha. So
But
this
the format, of course, is different. What you're doing is.
okay great. So as soon as when he pays this report will give this bifurcation of how many pending quantities are there, how many goods in transit, how many are under reserve quantity, and what is the stock on hand and required order quantity. Actually, what as per their requirement from the calculation, and what he is actually ordering it, and what is the order value.
Every time he puts the stock statement in, before
Because
placing the order, he puts the stock statement in the
yes,
sales of 6 months.
yeah,
The same precaution avoid will automatically get segregated over there.
yes, absolutely. It will be segregated.
Because today a part which is in safe may become into precaution tomorrow.
Correct,
It
correct,
will
correct. That is the reason why always we suggest is past 6 months data. It will calculate the trend.
understood.
Yeah. Then for the easy understanding, it will be given as a chart so that he can understand like what is the percentage of safe parts. It is 81%, and there is a precaution 6.6, and avoid is 1.1, and natural he has already generated 10.7%. So the dealer owner can immediately can see and he can stop that whatever the not at all, or he can look into it in detail what exactly he's ordering it, whether it is really needed or not, whether he has taken any advance from the customer or not before ordering it. Sometimes what happens like without taking any order from the slow moving part from the customer, maybe he would have ordered it, but the customer would have got this part from other side also, other dealers also. So that customer will not turn up, so that this part will become once again a dead once again. So rather than going and precautionary, we can stop that becoming a dead stop to you. Yeah,
Understood.
yeah. So as a overall, what we are planning is we are want to have a assessment kind of a thing to the dealers at a very minimal cost to very minimal prices, and also we want to give this tracker to the each and every dealer. They can start using it, and rather they can cut down their dead stock and reduce their ordering. They don't see what will happen. Yeah, the unscientifical method of ordering system, and they can get the training from this also.
No, regularly we are updating our sales and this thing, so we know the trend where it's changing.
Correct,
So as
correct,
some very orders also, because slowly we are moving towards BS4, BS6,
correct, correct.
BS. So we can always plan as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is the summary where it will give all this kind of like sales, and it's like complete summarized kind of a report kind of thing, where you immediately you can hold a control hold on the department persons.
The challenge here I face is I have multiple branches.
Uh-huh.
Stock in multiple branches. So
Yes, yes. because you can.
Directly up.
Yes, but what we usually suggest here is it will be ordering will be happen from centralized, right? So
Correct.
you can download all the branches data, and also you can download the sales data also, so that it will be summarized and it will throw you your ordering process. Your voice is not clear.
Understood. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not able to hear.
Can you hear me, Mohammed?
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Y-
Can you
Hello.
hear me now?
Yeah. Yes. Now.
Yeah.
So
Zero hundred.
yeah, you're
Go
asking.
ahead.
Yeah, you're asking some questions. Yeah.
No, my thing was multiple branches. So I understood. You said collate all the data from all the
Ha.
branches, sales, and this thing.
And even the DMS also give a consolidated report also.
Done.
And we have actually given this tracker to other some Honda dealers also. They are already using it, and also they found that it is very useful for them also.
Who are you
So
giving it to them? Just for me for reference.
it's in we have given to the Kolar Honda dealer, and also in
Correct.
other, yeah, and North Karnataka dealers also we have given this.
Arun is using your tractor.
Sorry.
Arun Kaustup Honda is using this tractor.
Yeah, Arun is using, yes, yes.
See.
Yeah. So only thing is the person has to religiously just to paste and just to analyze, like, okay, what is exactly it is happening, and it will be very definitely what we assure you is it will be very beneficial for the person who can planning for the ordering of a
No,
huge
it is
stock.
beneficial because I'm already using a tractor this way, but
Ha.
it is not as what do you say? Maybe not as efficient as what you made it. Mine is very rough, but it just shows that this is the parts we have this many months holding in stock, etc. Approximately.
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
makes more sense. Save precaution, avoid, and the chart makes a little more sense. Where
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can easily this thing.
And also we actually we are keeping in the mind that usually the spare parts person will not much having a uh, what do you call it, open minded, and they don't want to do all this calculation, no. So just to, they need to just download and paste it, so automatically rest of the work will be done by the sheet itself. So they no need to spend lot of time on the calculation part and all. So that is also we keep it in the mind actually.
Nothing. I just put it over here. So then, if I also have to monitor, we order it on a weekly basis. I also have to monitor it. It becomes a little bit to monitor.
Correct. So this is the actually the main agenda of the meeting, and like, if you have any doubts and can tell me.
Um, you can also get this done branch wise, also, Ramadan.
Yeah, definitely. We are planning that actually branch wise, but how the ordering system will happen, and from the branch to the main branch, that we actually just exploring it. Like, what are the reports we can synchronize with the trackers.
Understood.
Yeah.
This is the main concern for me. I'll tell you my challenge, what I'm facing and what I'm looking at in parts. I want to, because the United is already received completely focused on this. So I want a solution from your end how we can go. My main challenge, one thing is doing the stop order and maintaining the integrity of the system. Second is the location tracking, as you were mentioning. Third, of course, the ordering process, because like a dead stock is piling up.
Hmm.
I see sometimes there is an order without, which should help out somewhere.
Correct.
And then slowly as you're moving, phasing out the parts.
Hmm.
So how to plan for that? Because now slowly we move from BS4 to BS6. Of course,
Correct.
BS4 is still coming to service. But
Correct.
okay, when they will stop.
Correct.
BS6 will stop going to AEs.
Correct.
So we need to be very prudent in all this.
So what I suggest here is, why don't you go for a one single assessment where you will come to know which are the areas where, on a priority basis, we can take up as a to take up and start implementing and generating a good results in that actually.
But for me, the first thing is I have to this thing. The parts audit also has to be
Definitely,
honest.
definitely, definitely. The parts audit, it has to be done. What I suggest is, since now the pandemic is going on and maybe immediately will not be possible, so you can, without waiting, we can use, you can start the assessment and you can come to know what exactly the score you are generating and how, where actually the area where you are standing it, and which are the main focus area to be first tapped it. Then we can plan, like, definitely, as I said, like inventory and ordering system. Yes, definitely, we have to.
Which you don't need to visit my place for the assessment, is it?
I think it's not required actually. We just
You
share
get the
those.
data from and
See, these are the datas actually required to generate from your DMS and just share it to us. We will work it out here and we will share the report to you.
as they already done this, you can always help us out also in on our team viewer any desk and
Sorry. S-
we can always input the data if required.
Yeah, yeah. That
What
that also
exactly
can
data
be done.
required.
Yes, yes. That can be done. Yeah, yeah. Sure.
One more thing you mentioned, or I saw it somewhere, either it was in this message of yours or earlier,
Uh-huh.
about something on barcoding of locations and all that.
Correct, correct. As you said, like that auditing part, no, we are doing it and auditing to the some of the dealers who are actually facing a huge trouble in the inventory stores. So what is some stores what we found in Bangalore, in not only in Karnataka and even in Andhra and Tamil Nadu. So it will be in a very haphazard manner, and nothing was kept in the place. And so what we usually do is we spend 50 days of time and we'll completely revamp and rearrange the parts into the right locations. And also against to that, we will give a barcode system. Like for every rack, there will be a barcode will be there, and against to the barcode, and every part has to be will be mapped to the Android app, which will be going to given to the spares persons, so he can able to search the part from his seat itself by just entering the part number or a bin number, or he can scan it to the rack. It will throw that information where that part exactly located in the complete in the store, within that store.
Okay.
So that exactly we are doing it, and we are actually doing it majorly for the Hero motor car currently.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense to me.
yeah.
So, give me a quote on this, Monday, on this one, this assessment what you're talking about.
Assessment is only 5,000 plus GST.
5,000 plus GST.
That's it.
Okay. Let me discuss my team also and see what we can do. You'll do a total assessment of across my branches. You'll do this.
Sorry.
You'll give an assessment of total across branches.
No, the if you give me a data, like collately, as a Namma Honda, we will do it. Like as a
Okay,
overall as
understood.
a Namma Honda. Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
So overall, if I give you this thing,
See, sometimes what happens, no, some of the parameters like uh, debtors and all will not be a separate. So as a company and a whole, we will give you.
see,
Uh,
see, this assessment are understood.
huh.
Audit, when will you be in a position to do the audit in this barcode system what you're talking about?
Definitely, we will plan. Because since we have some other audits, actually, we have planned in month of April and May, but due to this lockdown, it all these dates are pushed to the June and July, and that is also like we don't know like whether this future how it will be there.
Okay.
So definitely, we'll give the dates, and definitely we'll plan, and as soon as we'll provide, and we'll plan accordingly.
So by the way, in the meantime, we plan also for this. This for me auditing, I want it done. It's been 2 years since we were doing internal audits,
Ha ha
but
ha.
चोर पे बोल रहे हैं अपना चोरी check करो करके. So I
Definitely,
want.
definitely.
So if you can give me a quote also on this, tell me what all data is required from mine, I'll share it with you for you to give a quote, and we can
Yeah.
plan accordingly. This assessment also let me think over it.
Ha
But
ha.
also on this thing.
Okay, okay,
Let
sure.
me get back to you on that.
Definitely, definitely. Great. Hmm? Okay. Anything else?
Nothing else. It looks all good.
Okay, great, great.
So I'll
Okay
also
then.
discuss and get back to you.
Definitely, definitely. Okay then. Hmm? Chalo.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Santosh.
Thank you. Thank you.